Alright, y'all. Let's talk about Linux. Number one reason why you should switch is because Windows is fucking dog shit. Let me tell you why. You ever log in and you see like a little article on the bottom and you're like, what the fuck is that? You know, why is it on my login screen? And then you kind of like log into your Windows desktop, and next thing you know, Outlook's popping up with a free subscription for 30 days, but they need your credit card to start that free subscription. Yeah, I'm talking about that. I'm pretty sure everybody knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's one of the main reasons why it fucking blows. Like, unless you use like Microsoft Edge, Microsoft 365, Copilot, whatever the fuck it's called, Word, Excel, if you don't really use that stuff, switching to Linux will not be harmful at all. Not to mention that you can just dual boot. If you really want a Windows, you can just dual boot. And there's plenty of videos online to show you how to do that. And I'm pretty much, that's the first reason, is just you don't have to deal with the bullshit that comes with Windows. You don't have to see ads on your already paid OS if you have a Windows key telling you that you should start a subscription for this, you should buy Microsoft that, this, that, and the other. Windows 11 has become a poster board for just Microsoft ads. I'm surprised their own antivirus has not flagged Microsoft as a whole on the system for just throwing you so many fucking ads. I'm pretty sure if you were to download something that was malicious on Pirate Bay, you would probably get less pop-ups than you would logging into a fresh install of Windows 11. I mean, I might even make a video about that comparison right there. That's a great fucking idea, because I'm pretty sure malware from Pirate Bay would have less pop-ups than Windows 11. Not to mention, I don't know about y'all, but I feel some type of way with them stopping support for Windows 10. But fuck that. I grew up on Windows 10, and Windows 11 is like soulless. There's nothing. Regardless, that's just my own biased viewpoint. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But yeah, your main reason is that there's not so much bloatware on Linux compared to Windows. Linux is going to be harder to use. It'll be harder to learn. If you have an IQ above 60, you can learn how to fucking use it, trust me. If I can learn, you can learn how to use it too. It's not that bad. They do. I know some people are like, if you're worried about like the gaming performance on Linux, I'm currently playing on Linux right now. I am recording on Linux as well. This is all done on Linux right here. It's smooth as butter. I have not noticed a performance difference from Windows 11 to Linux. Not one that's like, holy shit, this Linux is fucking ass. Like, it plays the exact same. I don't really see a difference at all. I'm pretty sure you guys won't see a difference either. Another reason for me as to why I switched and why I think you should too is because Linux, at least CachyOS, this is just a distribution of Linux. Linux only takes 30 gigs. Like I said, I know this is CachyOS. It only takes 30 gigs off your SSD instead of Windows where it's like 100 gigs. Like, I swear, on Windows you would use like 8 gigs of RAM just to stare at the fucking desktop. It would be using like 8 gigs of RAM for what? God knows what. I don't even know. On Windows, my RAM usage went down. I think at idle, I'm only using like 20% of my RAM, which equates to like 3 gigs. It's like 3 gigs of RAM, I'm pretty sure, on idle. Just looking at my desktop. So that's definitely another reason, is like the storage space and the efficiency. Linux is a lot more efficient than Windows when it comes to your desktop space. And the beauty of it is that on Linux, you can cater your own PC to you, to what you need. You don't have to know what's happening over in fucking India as of right now when you're signing in from, you know, the United States or Canada or some shit. Which some of you guys might be watching from India, no offense. Yeah, you can definitely cater Linux towards exactly what you need. The only caveat to it is that, like I said, like you won't be able to use the Windows apps like you would on Windows. There are plenty of alternatives though, and I'm pretty sure you could just use your browser if you need to open up like an Excel thing. You could just open it up on the browser instead of like having the actual file format on Linux. That's more for like the nerds and shit. But yeah, less bloatware. You get full control over your PC. You get less fucking holy shit, I can't talk. Less bloatware. You have more storage space on Linux. When you log into Linux, at least on CachyOS, everything pops up like you're hitting light speed in fucking Star Wars, dude. Like, it's crazy. From your last desktop session, like, everything will pop up so quick. On Windows, it takes fucking forever for shit to pop up. It feels like such a lighter OS. It makes the world of a difference. And another big reason for me as to why I switched is because I felt like Windows, like, I had to like fight Windows to be able to get to what I want. Like, if you were to use a browser that you like, whether it's Brave or Chrome or whatever, it'd be like, oh, use Microsoft Edge instead, make it a default browser. No, fuck that. If I wanted to go use Microsoft Edge, I would just go fucking use it. Don't give me an ad about it on a paid OS already. You know what I mean? And like I said, I would have to like close like 3 or 4 pop-ups. As soon as I open Windows 11 on a fresh install, there's like a fucking bunch of pop-ups for Outlook, this, that, and the other, and a bunch of bullshit. It's like, it was just irritating to me. I mean, maybe I'm having a midlife crisis, but it was so fucking irritating. But I mean, that's pretty much all I got to rant about like Windows and shit. If you're worried about gaming on Linux, works perfectly fine. I did not notice a difference. If you're worried about the learning curve from Linux, I'm not going to say that there is not a learning curve. There definitely is. But once you learn it, you got it. And it's not like you don't have the internet to help you. There's so many like subreddits and YouTube videos about Linux, especially nowadays. I think people are starting to accept Linux more. So if you need help with Linux, trust me, there's so many videos and articles and like shit like that to help you figure out what you need to know. As far as using the terminal on Linux, you'll be using it a lot. If you're not sure what a terminal is, basically if you ever open up like your command prompt in like Windows, like your CMD, it pretty much is like that. It's just a little terminal where you type in shit. Like if you want to update Linux, you just type in like a 15-letter phrase, and then it pretty much just updates everything like Mach Jesus speed. And you don't have to watch the blue screen while it's updating like you're fucking staring at paint dry. So tons of pros. The pros definitely outweigh the cons. If you do switch and learn it, you'll be glad that you did. That's pretty much the moral of the story with that one. I will be posting more videos about Linux in the future. This is pretty much my first video on this channel, so it's not going to be the greatest, but hopefully it was full of a little bit of information that you guys could take advantage of or get some insight about. I'm definitely not a Linux professional at all. I've only been doing this shit for like 3-4 months now, so I'm definitely not a professional, like I said, but I just thought I'd give it some thought and tell you guys what I thought about it. That's pretty much about the end of the video. Peace.